Good morning. Welcome to Australia. So, I had this thing where for my whole life, I think it's kind of been ingrained in me to if you have excess weight or don't look like the norm, which what even is that, to cover it up. And of course, through the journey of having 11 children and the changes that my body has gone through to do that, I have spent a lot of years covering up my body. So for December, I was like, I'm gonna have December, I'm gonna work out every day and I'm gonna eat well, and we're gonna see if there are enough results that I will continue to build the momentum. So I have already been walking every day except the weekends, and I decided last night that I was gonna do Beat Saber, which can be a fairly high intensity game on the PlayStation, and I can do it while being at home, plug in some earbuds, and no one can hear me except maybe my super heavy breathing when I'm about to collapse. But apart from that, it's quite a quiet game, and it's a good workout and it's fun, because when you're gonna work out and you're gonna exercise or eat better, you have to actually think of what's gonna fill the gap. So previously you didn't exercise, yeah, but what did you do instead? You gotta not do that thing or do less of that thing to then have room to exercise. Food. You got to start eating less of the food. You've got to think about the type of food that you're eating and the things that are most likely to make you bulk up in a negative way, and replace that with healthier options. I don't think going from having a block of chocolate to sticks of celery is sustainable or a good idea at all. So it isn't about just denying yourself completely and then replacing it with something that you don't even normally eat. I don't have Luke with me today, so I can sit down. So let's sit down for a minute. And maybe, just maybe, no one else comes along. It's about 6:30 here where I live. And I had gotten up this morning to play Beat Saber and realized the controllers were not even plugged in. So that was disappointing. So I've plugged them in to charge them. And then I thought, well, let's go on the walk. Well, I had this and my little shorties on. So I snuck back into the bedroom to get out my longer pants, and then I realized I didn't have my earbud things, and I'm like, I can't go into the room a third time, because I first got out to go to the toilet, then I came back to get socks, and then I left, then I came back, no, socks and the pants, and then I forgot my stinking earbuds. So anyhow, I have left the house. I've started walking. I think it's about 17 or 18 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is very nice and lovely. The breeze is wonderful. So ever since, still no people, ever since I started eating a ton more meat and a heavier carnivore diet, I'm now not super sensitive to what before I would be like, it's too cold, I'm cold, it's so cold, I'm cold. Now I'm like, I recognize that it's cool, but my brain doesn't freak out that it's super cold and I have to run and warm up. So we walk. So I had to pivot. I went from thinking that I'm gonna do my Beat Saber game for half an hour and I was gonna sweat like a pig and then have enough time for a quick shower before the kids get up. Now I'm walking and talking to you, and I thought to myself, in life, especially for a mother, we often have to pivot. And often it's things that are against us, like our children and our husband, like other family members, like their plans. And we don't want to become those kind of people that are like, it's my time to shine, it's all about me, and become like, oh wow, there's a massive leopard slug on the ground. So let's just pause for that. Look at this guy. He's huge. Are those birds like honey eaters or something? I did hear the magpies, so I know who those guys are. We're not here to talk about slugs and magpies and unknown birds. I interrupted myself when I was literally talking about how we can be interrupted when we have a plan to exercise or work out or do something different. And I think it's just the act of like this one thing. I set my alarm to get up at 6. I am of the gender and age, I think, when my alarm goes off, immediately I'm like, I have to go to the toilet. As soon as I wake up, I have to go to the toilet. So then I planned ahead by actually having the clothes in the lounge room so I wouldn't just sneak back in bed. Because I'm telling you, if my alarm goes off at 6 a.m. and I like ignore it and go back to sleep, I could easily eat. Calm down, Catherine. I could easily sleep until about 8 a.m. No worries, that's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean of sleep. So up, clothes on, you start panicking that, oh my goodness, people might see me. Who cares? Who cares? I'm worth it and you're worth it. So I'm gonna go on a quick walk around the block and then I'm gonna go home again. And then maybe later, when my controllers are charged, if I have time, even though I have other things on, maybe I'll get a chance to do that. But it's difficult. I'm not saying set yourself some kind of December goal. I'm not saying you must do anything if you don't want to. Of course not. But I'm going to keep showing up to show you the progress and the hurdles and the victories and the successes that I'm going to have during the month of December. This is my very long introduction to the month of December videos. And we'll see. I'm not really sure because I think I fall for that trap of like you can't tell anybody anything on the internet until after it's done. But this isn't exactly like I'm moving house or anything. So, yeah. And I just thought of something. If you're watching this and you're like, I'm in America, I'm in Canada, it's snowing outside already, there's still things you can do. So make slight diet changes or have a time the end of the day where you like cut yourself off from eating and some movement, like up and down the stairs 15 times or 10 times or 5. Squats you can do anywhere in any weather. And are they brutal and deadly? Absolutely. But it's some kind of movement. And I have found there's a direct correlation with how tired I feel and if I've moved enough in a deliberate fashion. It's so weird how exercise can wear you out physically but keep you going enough in your brain to function rather than a whole day of kind of like sitting around and not doing much. So yes, that's it. I'm at the end of the path where I can safely film and people will not see me. So I'm gonna go now. But all this chatting is just to be an encouragement for you. I truly feel that I was wrong for most of my life and I don't know why I thought this, and I think many people think this. You may look at someone who is very thin and think she has made it. She's just lucky. Her dad's thin. Both her parents are thin. She's tall because her parents are tall. It's just luck, right? But the older you get, the more your general strength and flexibility will drop off unless you put deliberate efforts into making it not happen. So even if you're super skinny, you may want to do some kind of strength training or resistance bands or something like that. Or maybe your eating habits are terrible and you're just lucky to be thin, but you're not feeling great. So all of this is just encouragement, no pressure, there's no rules. I will not even know if you do it or you don't, but I just want to keep showing up to hang around with you guys, to encourage you to get cracking in life. We got to get cracking if we want our rock hard abdabbas, and we want to live to 96, and we want to be healthy, and we want to not have mental health issues, and we want to feel great and being able to get out and stuff. Then we've got to put a bit of work in. So I've just shown you the body of a woman who has had 11 children. And I know work, it's all natural, but you know, it's what it is. And I want to still be okay with what I have now. I don't want to be depressed and upset, and my arm is killing me. Woo! And really down on my body and hiding myself away and feeling body shame and feeling horrible. I don't want to do that anymore, because my body, yes, looks like that, but my body's done amazing things. Even if you haven't had children, your body is wonderfully made, right? Sometimes things happen to make it feel less wonderful. It could be the influence of others around you. It could be the media. It could be medication. It could be sickness. It could be grief. It could be lack of education. It could be overeating. It could be gluttony. It could be laziness. All these things we slowly work towards to eventually become fully lit. So I'm officially going to go now. I hope that wherever you are, you're happy and well. I would love for you to watch this video 70,000 times over again so that I can build up my hours on YouTube. That would be great. If you like this video, please give it a like and feel free to share my videos. Sometimes YouTube will give me analytics that tell me that people have shared my videos. Is that to put me on Reddit and mock me? I don't know, but I appreciate all of you. I really do. And here's to a better and brighter and happier and healthier and more wonderful year coming up very soon. We're gonna do stuff and we're not gonna be afraid anymore. So until next time, take care. Bye.